What's happening? This is Kaskade. I'm here in the back of a trailer at Coachella. A trailer that looks like it was designed in 1978. I'm not completely sure about that, but yeah, welcome. My creative process has changed a lot over the years. I was much more of a studio rat kind of when I was coming up, and hung out there. And when my stuff started clicking a bit more, I started touring, and at the same time, the laptops started becoming more and more powerful. It took me a minute to catch on, and I'm still like not nearly as fast on a laptop as I am in the studio. I feel much more comfortable at home in my home studio, but yeah, it works out. I mean, I still have to. I'm touring, 250 days out of the year. It's like I gotta churn out some ideas while I'm on the road, or else I wouldn't be putting out any music anymore. So yeah. I'm a Pro Tools guy. I've been sequencing in Pro Tools for, oh man, 13, 14 years now. When they came out with the Digi 001 is when I made the leap from Logic over to Pro Tools. I felt really comfortable kind of with just the interface, and just the way I could cut up stuff and program my drums just seemed really natural for me. But I mean, that changed the process completely. Before digital audio workstations, when I was like on an MPC and tapping out stuff, I moved a lot slower, and it just wasn't, I couldn't see it. So I had a hard time visualizing it. It's a lot harder for me. But yeah, when the computer kind of came around, that was when things really started clicking for me. Yeah, this year Coachella, I'm debuting a brand new stage. Figured, Coachella is one of the biggest stages here in the U.S. to debut something at. So I'm fully going for it tonight. And I'll be taking that stage out on tour. I'm doing it's over 50 cities in North America. It's called the Freaks of Nature Tour. I start next month, so it's about 4 weeks off. So I kind of finish this off, go back and kind of tighten the screws and get it all perfect and polished and shiny, and take it out on the road for almost 3 months. So it's going to be a very crazy summer. No collaborations right now at the moment going on, but it was cool. One of the cool things about playing big festivals like this, Usher came by my trailer last week and was like, "Oh man, you killed the remix of Climax. What are you up to? Let's get in the studio sometime." And it's kind of a cool moment. I just think EDM has just grown so much in the last, I don't know, 5-6 years. It's crazy. It went from kind of this bedroom/basement sound to something that's really kind of crossing over into the mainstream and getting a lot of recognition. So it's an exciting time. Yeah, I mean, it's a fascinating time to see this. I've been involved with the music for, I don't know, a long time now. I put out my first album almost 10 years ago, and to kind of see it go from this kind of music that was really not spoken about. We were off over there in the nightclubs and the weird stuff, doing different things in the underground, to really kind of having its moment. It's cool. I mean, as long as you're doing what you love, that's what's important. And I think to kind of, to have just the genre in general get a lot of attention is cool, because I think so many of us that were, stuck in the underground for so long, can appreciate, the accolades and the attention. It's nice to be recognized, by your peers, but not only that, people outside that are finally like kind of giving the music a chance. I don't know, over the last decade I've had so many, but let me pick out one. On New Year's Day in Sydney, Australia, they throw this big festival. And it was kind of one of the first times that I'd played in front of a really large audience. I don't know, I think it's like 50,000 people or something like this. And I think it's one stage, or at the time it was. But, just dropping my record for the first time in front of that many people and kind of having people sing along, me kind of cutting the volume out and everybody, wow. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. It's a new age, new day. This music can reach. I felt like for me going to Australia, that was on the other side of the world. I was like, what? I'm over here and these people know the words to my music. This is nuts. So that was a big moment for me. I mean, all I can say to that is if you love it, you know, do it. Do what you love. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, if you love making music and performing it, then go out and do it. You'll figure a way to kind of make it your own and find your own path, whatever that's going to be. For me, it was, writing, producing, DJing. I didn't know where it was going to take me, but just kind of went down the path. Yeah, Judy Moe was my choir director, teacher, all throughout high school, all 4 years. And she was awesome. I mean, not only was she a great vocal coach and choir director, she just, kind of dared everybody to believe in themselves and, inspired me and many of my friends, to kind of follow your passions. Yeah, this is just crazy. I mean, California's having a real problem with this. The budget's crunching, so they're cutting a lot of the funding for the arts and music, and it's a shame. And I think it's a problem. We got to figure it out. I know they need to figure out where to get the money, but I think it's a bad idea to be taken away from the arts because people need that outlet. They need that creative expression. I understand that math and science are important too. I get that, but art is also. So, if they're not getting it at school, the kids aren't getting it at school. They're gonna have to find it and get it someplace else. Because without that, the ability to express yourself, that'd be a shame.